If you track the tattoo world online right now, you already know a massive storm is brewing. For years, the industry has debated style trends, aftercare routines, and shop politics. But right now, in high-end studios like Bang Bang NYC and a tech headquarters down in Austin, Texas, a multi-million-dollar machine is humming to life that completely shifts the battlefield. It doesn't look like anything you've ever seen on a traditional street shop floor. It is a massive, automated robotic apparatus equipped with computer vision, real-time depth mapping, and an AI processing engine. This is the Blackdot device, the world's first commercial tattoo robot. The tech world is treating this like the ultimate milestone, a democratization of an ancient, closed trade, charging anywhere from $400 for basic digital design fees up to $10,000 for a single robotic execution session. But the traditional tattoo community is split right down the middle. One side looks at this automated arm with absolute fury, viewing it as a soulless corporate invasion designed to strip the human spirit, grit, and ritual right out of the ink. The other side sees it as a monumental leap forward, a revolutionary tool that opens up an entirely new medium for creators who have never been able to hold a physical machine. Whether you love it or hate it, automation is no longer a futuristic concept. It is a live, operating reality that is forcing us to confront a complex question. What happens to a human craft when you introduce a machine designed to bridge the gap between digital art and human skin? To understand how this technology actually works, you have to look past the sci-fi hype and analyze the massive engineering problem this machine had to solve over 6 years of hidden research and development. The project was launched by tech entrepreneur Joel Pennington, alongside a highly specialized engineering team that includes PhD candidates and fellows from Johns Hopkins University. They realized that human skin is not a flat sheet of manufacturing plastic. It is a dynamic, highly unpredictable living tissue that changes its thickness, density, and elasticity from your forearm to your inner bicep. A human artist reads this variance through pure, tactile feedback, feeling the resistance of the skin through their machine. The Blackdot robot handles this by using a cloud-connected skin database and a series of concealed, invisible test dots. Before the real session begins, the device fires a microscopic array of ink points into your skin. A digital microscope scans how your specific tissue matrix reacts to those marks, feeds that data back into its AI database, and automatically calibrates the needle speed and penetration depth in real time to stabilize the tracking. By deploying single bug pin needles that are a mere 0.25 millimeters in diameter, the literal thickness of a human hair, the machine hits the exact threshold where the outer epidermis meets the middle dermis layer. Because the automated system constantly regulates depth using real-time sensor feedback, the needles avoid hitting the vast majority of the skin's deep dermal nerve endings. Traditional handheld machines rely on the manual pressure of the artist's hand, a process that frequently over-penetrates the tissue and registers anywhere from a 5 to an 8 on the standard pain scale. The Blackdot robot completely changes that physical reality. Early adopters are reporting pain levels at a flat 0 to 2 out of 10, turning a grueling, sweat-inducing test of physical endurance into a completely calm clinical transaction. But the real disruption scales up dramatically when you look at the cloud-based financial infrastructure Blackdot is building around this device. They aren't just selling a piece of hardware. They are attempting to turn tattooing into a decentralized digital marketplace, completely separating the design phase from the physical labor. Under the traditional model, a tattoo artist can only make a living if they are physically hunched over a chair, trading their manual labor, health, and finite time for cash. If an artist gets injured, burns out, or wants to take time off, their income stops instantly. This machine flips that entire economic reality on its head. Digital illustrators, fine art painters, and generative NFT creators who have never held a tattoo machine in their lives, such as breakout generative artist Tyler Hobbs or classic album illustrator John Craig, can now upload their vector designs directly to a secure global cloud catalog. A client walks into a studio, selects a limited edition licensed design or a one-to-one original from the online marketplace, and an on-site operator guides the client through the consultation, sets the placement, and applies a stencil. The robot then prints a perfect one-to-one replica of that file onto their limb, and the digital creator automatically collects a remote royalty payment from across the globe. For many creators, it is seen as a liberating paradigm shift, allowing them to scale their art into a physical asset class without destroying their hands and backs in the process. Yet this exact model is where the heavy friction begins for local working artists who see it as a threat to their livelihood. While elite digital artists gain a massive new revenue stream, the introduction of automated booths threatens to displace the entry-level market, the apprentices, and the street shop walk-in artists. Historically, newer artists make their living and refine their technical discipline by executing smaller, detailed lettering, fine geometric patterns, and basic minimalism. These are the exact types of high-precision micro-designs that human artists often find tedious, but rely on entirely to pay the shop rent and stay afloat. If commercial franchises mass-produce these flawless microprints, independent local studios risk losing the very bread-and-butter walk-ins that keep their doors open. However, Blackdot's creators argue that the machine isn't built to replace the human artist at all, but to act as an advanced tool that expands the ecosystem. They are currently building out virtual guest spots, where the original artist can join the session remotely via live video from a completely different continent. This allows a collector to get a flawless, unmutated piece of art from their favorite global creator without either party having to buy an expensive international flight. It breaks down geographical barriers entirely, allowing traditional artists to cater to a global clientele simultaneously. Furthermore, the machine is strictly limited in scope. It cannot execute color work, cover-ups, or navigate complex, highly curved body parts. The machine handles the mechanical execution of highly intricate fine-line patterns that can easily cause human hand fatigue, leaving the vast, expressive world of heavy custom shading, color saturation, and large-scale composition entirely in human hands. This introduces a completely new way of thinking about the relationship between technology and craftsmanship. Instead of looking at automation as a black and white threat, forward-thinking creators are looking at how advanced tools can be harnessed to elevate the human experience rather than sterilize it. True innovation doesn't have to automate the artist out of the room. It can serve as a powerful assistant that takes care of the mechanical heavy lifting, so the creator can focus entirely on the vision, the composition, and the relationship with the person in the chair. That is exactly why I am here broadcasting today as Washington's digital twin. While my avatar handles these weekly breakdowns to keep this channel loaded with raw industry analysis, the real me is completely locked in behind the scenes, busy building out the actual back-end code, infrastructure, and tools for the Alice Tattoos workspace. We aren't here to push a clinical machine that replaces the human hand or turns your skin into a corporate print marketplace. We engineered Alice to function as a highly advanced digital assistant for the modern creator and collector. The goal of the platform isn't to automate the craft, but to give you a powerful digital workspace on alicetattoos.com, where you can use advanced design transformation tools to map out layouts, analyze line weight distribution, and refine your concepts with absolute structural precision before a needle ever touches the skin. Where you can use advanced design transformation tools to map out layouts, analyze line weight distribution, and refine your concepts with absolute structural precision before a needle ever touches the skin. It's about using technology to honor the deep discipline of preparation, ensuring that whether you use a machine or a human hand, you are approaching the canvas with total clarity. Hit that subscribe button if you're ready to skip the surface level hype and look at where this industry is genuinely heading. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's open up now that you know the actual mechanics of how this machine tracks skin depth to eliminate pain, and opens up a global royalty marketplace for artists, how do you see this shaping the future of the trade? Would you ever try a remote artist session, or do you stand firmly with 100% human-made tattooing? Let's talk about it down below. Take care of your canvas, explore the tools available to master your layouts, and I'll catch you on the next deep dive. This is the science of the mark. Subscribe if you want to know how the game actually works. Respect the physics, respect the history, respect the craft.